Once upon a time in 19th century France, a society marked by stark class divisions, the poor often found themselves crushed under the weight of their circumstances. Our protagonist, Jean Valjean, is one such victim. Sentenced to 5 years of hard labor for stealing a loaf of bread to feed his sister's starving child, his punishment extended to 19 years after multiple escape attempts. When he finally walks free, scarred and broken, he faces a world that remains hostile and unwelcoming. This marked the beginning of Valjean's journey, a man weighed down by both society's judgment and his own despair. The story picks up as Jean Valjean trudges through the southern town of Digne. His clothes are ragged, his face gaunt, and his back bears the burden of his convict's yellow passport, a constant reminder of his past. Rejected from one place after another, Valjean finds himself shunned by society at every turn. Hungry and exhausted, he collapses in the street, ignored by passers-by. The cold wind bites at his skin, a harsh reflection of the world's cruelty. Just as he teeters on the brink of hopelessness, an elderly man approaches him. This is Bishop Myriel, known for his kindness and generosity. "Good evening, my friend. Why do you sit here in the cold? Come inside. You are my guest tonight," the bishop says warmly. Valjean, bewildered but desperate, follows the bishop into his home. There, he is served a hearty meal and given a warm bed. The bishop treats him not as a criminal, but as an honored guest, shocking Valjean with his unexpected kindness. During the meal, Valjean eats ravenously, his eyes darting around with suspicion. "Do you know who I am?" "I'm a convict, just released from prison," he mutters, almost defensively. The bishop responds calmly, "That does not matter. Tonight, you are not a convict. You are my brother. Eat and rest. You have suffered much." Late that night, unable to sleep, Valjean's gaze falls on the gleaming silverware in the bishop's home. He wrestles with his conscience, but ultimately decides to steal the silver and flee. This act seems to confirm the harsh identity society has placed on him. At dawn, Valjean is caught by the police and dragged back to the bishop's house. "Monseigneur, this man says you gave him this silver." "What a ridiculous lie." The policeman scoffs. Valjean hangs his head in shame, resigned to his fate. To everyone's surprise, the bishop replies, "Yes, I gave him the silver. But my friend, you left so quickly that you forgot the candlesticks. Here, take them as well." The policemen, stunned, release Valjean and leave. Alone with Valjean, the bishop speaks with gentle authority. "Jean Valjean, my brother, you no longer belong to evil, but to good. I have bought your soul for God with this silver. Use it to become an honest man." These words strike Valjean deeply, shattering his hardened exterior. Tears stream down Valjean's face as he realizes the magnitude of the bishop's mercy. This singular act of forgiveness plants a seed of transformation in Valjean's heart, offering him a path to redemption he never thought possible. After leaving Digne, Valjean walks alone through the wilderness, haunted by the bishop's words. He resolves to shed his past and build a new life, determined to honor the gift of mercy he received. Years later, in a prosperous town, he is known as Monsieur Madeleine, a successful businessman and the town's beloved mayor. He has created jobs, helped the poor, and funded schools and hospitals. His kind and humble demeanor hides the truth of his past as a convict. Valjean's transformation does not come without challenges. Inspector Javert, a man obsessed with law and order, suspects Madeleine's true identity and relentlessly pursues him. This conflict embodies the tension between mercy and justice. Even so, Valjean continues to demonstrate the power of redemption through his actions. His commitment to helping others reflects the profound impact of the bishop's kindness on his soul. This concludes today's episode of our Les Miserables commentary series. In the next video, we'll explore the tragic story of Fantine and how Jean Valjean becomes her unlikely savior. Stay tuned